Welcome Libra, this is Regina of Pacific Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your October general reading. I've already laid out your cards. I used the African deck and the Schulten deck to do a modified horoscope spread, and I'll finish it off with the Divine Doors Oracle pack. I'm going to start with the first house, the Magician, after I read the Sun card. This is at the bottom of the deck, and I see a Strength card as well. Interesting. I see the Seven of Cups, Five. Okay. The Sun card and the Strength. This is showing me, Libra, that you are tapping into what it is that makes you happiest. This has come from after a long period of perhaps some deprivation, some lack that you've experienced. That lack you've experienced has strengthened your resolve and your awareness that you have the resources that you need, the patience and persistence to pursue your ultimate goal of feeling good, happiness, what feels good to you. And this is important because your strength is a quality that you share with others. And the happiness is what you want to be able to share with others moving forward. So that's an overall energy for the reading. The first card is the Magician. And Libra, this is showing you to be very focused on what it is you want, and with a clear and appropriate knowledge that you have all the tools you need to get it. So this is particularly poignant to me with the Sun, because it shows that your goals are those things that are making you happiest. These are the things that are making you feel good, that are giving you pleasure, and that are providing you with a sense of play and creativity. That is part of the pleasure that you are now identifying. The Strength, of course, gives you the ability to persevere through all obstacles, but this is a card of manifestation. The second house, the Ten of Cups, and your second house shows that you are identifying again exactly that which gives you the greatest joy and pleasure. And what that looks like in your material world is family, loved ones, the ability to create abundance that you can share generously with your loved ones. This is about an emotional satisfaction. So the kind of abundance I see you pursuing is about what makes you happy and how that happiness is generated for the benefit of others. The third house is how you're processing some of this information right now. You're processing what you're learning, your new direction. The Five of Cups indicates that you have struggled in the past. I'm seeing that you have come through a lot of difficulties. You've met some challenges. Although you've ultimately met those challenges victoriously, you are grieving some disappointments and unhappiness, the way things haven't worked out in the past. You are still processing that, and you've gotten through that with perseverance and determination in the past. But at this point, you're actually looking at those things, exploring those emotions. You're grieving, now able to grieve those losses, now that you feel that you have gotten through those and persevered beyond those challenges. What you are now cultivating is a sense of gratitude with what you have remaining. And this sense of gratitude and emotional satisfaction, pleasure, and recognizing all the resources you have at your command moving forward is what's fueling you to build this abundant landscape in your material world. In the fourth house, you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is your sense of having invested and worked very hard in what it is that you are creating in your domestic sphere. This also represents the past, maybe your family of origin, your subconscious. Here I get a sense of your having evolved, developed from a very secure place, a place of a lot of hard work that wasn't necessarily growing in the way that you would find it most productive at this time in your life, but you really are looking into the past and identifying those resources that were made available to you so that you can move forward, identifying those things that are no longer serving you and building on the resources that you have at your disposal. The fifth house, the Nine of Pentacles, and here we have you in your happiness, in your place of safety, in your place of joy, having built the self-sufficiency and the abundance in your own garden. This is you creating a stable foundation, building on this foundation that you have analyzed and evaluated for its usefulness to you in your present life. So this shows you feeling very satisfied with your accomplishment and your resources, your security and your stability, but you are still in this very protected place. And that the sun indicates that you are questing to move beyond your own personal safety into the realm of trusting and generous relationships. The sixth house has the Strength card again. So this is a bit of a repeat. I'm just going to pull these cards out because I keep referring to them. Here's a repeat of your ability to persevere. So getting from here, your family of origin or resources from the past that you were given to work with, to where you feel secure and safe and protected, self-sufficient, self-reliant, has been a long struggle. This has not been easy work. You've had to make sacrifices which built up your personal reserves, your determination, and your clarity about what it was you were pursuing. But you've had to do that secretly. This strength that you are now able to recognize as a resource, marking the tremendous growth you've been able to make, is something that you held close. This is not something that you were able to share in the past, and it's something that you are now looking to grow and expose and share with those that you work and live with on a consistent basis. So this is showing you as able to work through any scenario, any set of circumstances with clarity about your happiness and security. The seventh house is the Eight of Pentacles, and here we have you working hard. I love seeing the Eight of Pentacles, which shows you not only working very deliberately and with incredible focus, but it shows you taking masterful pleasure in your craft. Whatever you're building, you take pleasure in each step of the way, improving that as you move through each level of accomplishment to achieve your goals. So this is a beautiful card that I think couples for me beautifully with the Magician, that speaks of magic and speaks of the ability to manifest what you want from what you have. This also shows a tremendous growth, perhaps in your significant relationships, where you are able to take what was provided to you from your past, what resources you can unconsciously, subconsciously mine, and build, move them forward, progress, improve upon them, and actually master them. The Nine of Cups here builds from the Ten of Cups, where in the sharing of resources, it's repeating a similar message, where you have built up resources on your own behalf in the past, where you've been able to work through struggles, identify your happiness, your pleasure, your innocence, your natural talents and gifts, building from that. This is something that you now are desiring to share with others. And the Nine of Cups shows you accomplishing again, along with the Nine of Pentacles, this sense of complete satisfaction, self-satisfaction in what you have been able to accomplish for yourself. I see you moving and building on that to utilize the sense of fulfillment that you are building with others in partnership with peers, so that you are able to share that sense of satisfaction from self to others. So it's almost you modeling this kind of emotional depth and abundance, which is now what appears to be most important to you in terms of seeking that happiness. The ninth house, we have the Page of Cups, and this is in your spiritual and philosophical values. It's another repeat of your willingness to strip away the self-satisfactions of the accomplishment that you've been able to achieve in the past, to open up your heart to a new level of emotional richness and abundance. This is you sharing your experiences, learning perhaps, opening up to a new path that is built on the emotions, the emotion of love, the emotion of giving, the emotion of generosity, bounty, and abundance, so that you are now assessing your accomplishments on new terms, terms that mean that allow you to understand that your joys shared are joys multiplied. And this is again repeated by your 10th house card. This is the Ace of Cups. This is how others see you. This is you as a font of healing, flow, love, but also self-regard, prioritizing the self and the heart as the source of all abundance and prosperity in your life. I see you sharing that. I see you understanding and building that from a past in which you may have experienced some deprivation of this quality, of this experience. But here you are now elevating this as part of your understanding that this is the greatest resource of all. This resource of love is fueling you again with the Magician. So we have the Magician repeated here in the 1st and the 11th house. This is you building, creating something in vast community. I see you opening up to teaching, modeling, living in a different way, in such a way that you are now capable of sharing your process, your experience of abundance with others, so that abundance is generated across the globe in a variety of communities, settings, classrooms, homes, cities. You're building something powerful in community, and you're building that as a leader, as a teacher, as a model. This is a beautiful reading of manifestation, Libra. I am amazed and impressed by the beauty, the sense of heart openness that I'm gleaning from some real difficult challenges that you are overcoming through sheer determination, perseverance, and survival. So Libra, I'm going to pull a Divine Door Oracle to finish off this reading, and I'm going to keep going as here we go. This beautiful doorway is opened up to me, looking out on a lovely courtyard, a hillside, a pasture. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. Pass this card on. It's beautiful. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading has resonated for you. If so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you so desire. I appreciate you. Namaste.